Moon Knight is a very brutal guy. Like one of his biggest phrases or catchphrases is that he wears all white, not to disappear like some people wear all black, Punisher to hide in the shadows and stuff like that. Moon Knight wants to wear all white so you know he's coming. You can see him coming.
What up, guys? It's CJ. I'm here with Mike and Richie. Another episode of Superhero Sundays we're going to get into. But before we do, like always, stop. Spoiler alerts. Before we talk about the show, Moon Knight, go watch it. I don't know why you haven't watched it yet. Go watch it. When you do, come back and join us. Make sure you like and subscribe because any and all support is greatly appreciated. And it helps us impact the community by honoring real life heroes, man. So let's do a quick cheers. I got Spider-Man today.
Damn it, I forgot my mug.
It doesn't matter, man.
Damn it.
You're out. No cheers for you. Let's go ahead with this boba. Let's go ahead and dive into some fun topics, man. Moon Knight. Moon Knight came, man, and I gotta say, for Marvel, their standards are up here, man. We gotta say their standards are high, and I'm gonna say Moon Knight was solid. I was expected to be like blown away, amazed, but I liked it. I'm gonna say I liked it. I wasn't blown away or amazed by anything, but I'm gonna say I like it so far, and I'm really looking forward to see where this series goes. What I want to see is, I wish this was rated R though. Do you guys agree with me? Like, I think this show, it needed to be like on, Netflix Marvel series kind of rated R with Daredevil, Punisher. I think it needs to be on that level. I think it's going to be good still, but imagine if this was rated R, like that scene that we saw in the first episode, or actually all the action scenes. You got to see some kind of fights here and there, but that scene when he beat up that dog looking thing, imagine if that was a rated R version. You had to see that whole fight. Mike, what do you think about rated R for Moon Knight? Do you think it would be better, or what do you think?
I'm sure it's one of those characters. I think I spoke about it before, where Moon Knight is a very brutal guy. Like one of his biggest phrases or catchphrases is that he wears all white, not to disappear like some people wear all black, Punisher to hide in the shadows and stuff like that. Moon Knight wants to wear all white so you know he's coming. You can see him coming.
Wow, yeah.
Because he wants you to know where he is.
That's savage, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna come. He's like that old school football. Like, he's gonna run down your throat. Just put it in an I formation and just ram it down your throat. That's where he's gonna come for you, right down the middle. And he's gonna tell you, try to stop it.
Nice. Yeah.
And I really think maybe later on when we see those other points of views from somebody else, you'll get to see how savage he is. Hopefully. That's what I'm hoping. Because I really want to see that. I really want to see Disney like step up and say, okay, this is a mature one. This is,
This is where it needs to be. Yeah. Richard, man, what do you think? Rated R Moon Knight? You think it'd be, is that a good decision that it should be done that way? Or what do you think?
I mean, just about everything will be better if it was rated R. When it comes
right?
I mean, if you were to ask me, would a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles be better if it was rated R? Hell yeah, it would be, because then you'd see how it is in the comics with heads getting knocked off and stuff like that. Like, yeah.
Would Miss Marvel be better in rated R?
Ooh. But yeah, you're right. Some movies, I don't know if a rated R version would be better, but this one for sure, it has that vibe to it where it has a kind of horror theme to it with Kanju, appearing here and there in the shadows, how savage he's beating up people, like in that scene in the truck when that guy, falls out the back. Lucky he shot him in the head. I don't know what he did to him, but it's like, imagine if you saw that, like that would have been like pretty crazy. So
I mean, they showed the graphic of it. Like that's usually a little bit more than what Disney will give you.
Right.
The beginning of the show started off pretty dark, if you ask me.
The beginning was crazy.
Yeah. Whose feet like tingled when I did.
That was mine. Okay, that part was kind of like, okay, you got my attention, Marvel. All right, Moon Knight. Let's see what else you got.
It started off and set a tone. It really did. It was like, yo, who's walking on glass? This guy.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta say, yeah, the opening scene was probably one of the best so far in a Disney Plus show. Now, I mean, if you think about it, I don't know. Loki he just arrived at the TVA, and we're kind of like, I don't know what's going on. But then the opening scene, we got to find out the stones are like worthless over there, so that was kind of mind blowing. Wanda wasn't really nothing. Kind of opening scene wasn't crazy. Falcon and Winter Soldier, it was just good action, nothing really crazy. I gotta say, it's out of this and Loki for that opening scene, because this was crazy. I like when he took the sip and he smashed it. I was like, no way he's gonna do something with that glass.
What about Hawkeye? No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, man.
That play was pretty rad.
Yeah, right.
It was embarrassing. You got to see Thanos was right. It written on the little on the urinal. Yeah, so I might go with this opening scene as my favorite, because it was like I did not see that coming. Like, no way this dude was going to.
Because nobody knew what to expect.
Yeah,
but it was definitely not that.
Yeah, definitely not some glass put in your shoe. And like, what is this guy doing? So yeah, you're right. It was a great opening scene.
Yeah, I think I have PTSD from that. Just like, this is my pink. I can feel my pinky.
Right.
That looks worse than kicking the corner of your bed or something.
Yeah, man.
He didn't flip.
Yeah, he didn't. It's like he wants pain, like he enjoys pain or something. Like, I don't know much about his character. I want to see how they kind of flash him out.
Everybody thinks that he's somebody that he's not supposed to be. Like, they say he's this person, but everybody thinks he's somebody else.
See, I don't know, man. I want to see more about him. Like, why would he do that? So, I gotta say, I'm just excited for Moon Knight. Like I said, it looks really good. And I'm probably really excited because it's a new character. For the last, 13, 14 years, we've seen the same, cycle characters with the Avengers. I'm glad in Phase 4 we're getting new people, man. Like I said, Moon Knight, Kate Bishop, and next, I guess, is going to be Ms. Marvel, which, like I said, I'm not looking forward to that, but it's something new.
Shang-Chi.
That's right. Shang-Chi is new. So, yeah, I'm excited what they're doing, and I'm glad to see new characters come in. And Moon Knight looks great, man. I think I like the suit.
If the Punisher makes a cameo, that's just going to be a lot of blood.
That'd be so. But you know what's really cool, Richard, is like this can really lead up to the group, the Midnight Suns, right? Midnight Suns, Richard, man. Like, that's Moon Knight, Ghost Rider, Punisher, Blade, Doctor Strange. Is somebody else I'm missing?
I forget. It's a group, but it's funny because that's another person that they said that's going to show up as Blade.
Blade already popped up in Eternals, which is another new character that I didn't mention that Phase 4 introduced. Characters, I should say. Black man. The Black Knight was in Eternals at the end. So, man, that would be crazy. I think the Black Knight is he part of the Midnight Suns? Probably not.
He could be, but I don't think so.
Knowing Marvel, they probably throw him in there or knowing MCU, I should say, they might throw him in there if they do that down the line. But that's really cool, man. If you get all those characters in the MCU, like I said, we got Moon Knight, we got Doctor Strange, Blade is coming, but I want to see Ghost Rider, and I hope they announce when the Punisher John Bernthal, when they announce him actually reprising his role. I cannot wait for that.
I was gonna say, I'm still upset with MCU when they said that the Blade movie is going to be PG-13.
There's another movie that has to be rated R, man. I mean, they can do it right. They can, have fun with it, but we've already had a Blade that was rated R, and we all loved it. It was
glorious.
It was amazing.
It had glorious purpose.
Yeah, man.
The first two movies, so absolutely just amazing. The third one,
Ryan Reynolds comes in and just...
that must have been a Sony production.
Yeah, they fell off on number 3, but the first two were classics for sure. Bang. I don't know how they're going to do Blade. There's going to be the big thing with Blade 2 is that they're going to compare that to Wesley Snipes, and it's like... Oh,
they are. I hope this guy, who I believe is a great actor, I loved him in Luke Cage as Cottonmouth.
Yeah, he was great.
Loved him. I was upset when they killed him.
He got beat by his own mama or
no, his cousin.
Yeah.
I was so upset because I thought he was gonna be like Kingpin level like guy because they showed him, they started giving him backstory, some depth, some substance, and then they kill him.
Got him up out of there, man. Yeah,
he was great. He was absolutely great. I loved him. First half of Luke Cage, I mean the whole series, the Luke Cage was good, but that first half was just phenomenal.
It was a great series.
Villain. Again, great actor, but he's only going to show how great he is if the people around him are great. Because Blade and Wesley Snipes had great people around, great writers, great director, great special effects. Like, everything about it was great.
I mean, they're throwing MCU money at him, so I'm pretty sure. You know what? That's a good point. I think Moon Knight is going to kind of set the tone for these, I guess, more gory or more brutal superheroes like Blade. If Moon Knight is really great, then we can say, okay, we can kind of mirror Moon Knight on the level of, because I don't know if is this even rated PG-13, this show? There's no rating for it, right?
I don't think so. But
so if they kind of mirror Moon Knight and how they do things, then I can see the potential in Blade. But I don't know. It might still just leaving us wanting more graphics to it. But I don't know, man. We'll see. On this show, we honor real life heroes, and on this episode, we're going to honor Ryan, who is a cardiac nurse. Ryan is a cardiovascular nurse working at a large community hospital in Los Angeles. He has been in nursing for 20 years. He previously worked as a phlebotomist and lab supervisor. Before this, he scooped ice cream and worked as a cashier and safety officer at a shooting range. He was inspired to go into the medical field by his parents, who allowed him to play with a stethoscope and to listen to their and his own heartbeat. He's always had a calling to help others, especially in urgent or emergent situations, so nursing was a natural fit for him. Ryan worked during the pandemic. He says, and I quote, "Working during the pandemic was a challenge because of the rapid changes that had to be made to ensure the safety of the patients, the staff, and the public. There was lots of initial uncertainty and misinformation, and us nurses had to prove our resilience to overcome and persevere. We learned that if we stand by the science and take the time to educate our patients one by one, that we can clear up their misunderstandings and enable them, in turn, to help spread the word of science and good healthcare." Ryan has been married for 15 years to another healthcare hero. They have 2 beautiful children, an 11-year-old and a 6-year-old. Ryan says he enjoys most outdoor activities. His favorite place is in the mountains, where he loves to hunt, fish, backpack, climb, kayak, bike, run, stargaze, and tell stories around the campfire. He aspires to join a mountain search and rescue team where he can apply all of his healthcare and outdoor and mountaineering skills. Ryan, man, thank you. Congratulations. You're a true hero. You worked really hard during the pandemic. We appreciate all that you do. Congratulations, man. Yeah, so that's going to end another episode of Superhero Sundays. Tune in next week. We get some more fun topics. God bless you guys. Peace out.